What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Today is June 6th, 2025. Today is Friday. Fun Friday, good people. Fun Friday. I hope you have made it through the week successfully. I hope you've made it through the week, still got a little bit of energy left in the tank. And I hope you're ready to party this weekend, man. Because, the weekend is just when you get to let your hair down a little bit and get to have a little bit more fun than usual, right? And y'all know here on Speaker Success in the Morning, we're here live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Central Time to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope you're ready for a great show today. Producer Britt, come on out, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
What's up? What's up? Good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Have you been able to steal some sleep this week?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Oh, man. Dang. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to be seen, not viewed. That's the old people say. Glad to be seen, not viewed.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Here, here.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we here, man. We made it. We alive. Praise God. Praise
Another
God. So
week.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Another week, another another check in the box. Last I was about to say last night. Yesterday had on Attorney Fred yesterday, and we talked,
Oh, yeah.
a
We
little
talked.
bit about talked a little bit about Malia and dropping the Obama on her last name when she puts out and when she produces certain projects because she wanted to be individualized and do her own thing. And of course,
Oh,
we had to talk about
I mean,
you
that's
know
cool. Mm-hmm.
Sir Donald Trump and what's taking place with the ban of the 12 countries.
Oh, the
So
travel ban. Mm-hmm.
yeah with the travel ban. So yeah, man. Now we'll dive in. The verse that we'll talk about today from straight from the source. We're gonna kick it off from Exodus, right? And Exodus is where Moses goes and talks to God. So I want to go ahead and I will share this text with you, and we can get ready to dive in. Y'all, the Ten Commandments is probably one of those movies. It's like the one of the oldest movies like ever. I remember growing up and I watched they would put it on. I don't remember what time it was and what time of year it was, but they'd always put it on. You see all these people, and you see Moses and you see him fighting, going to argue with Pharaoh. And I was like, dang, this movie is the longest movie ever. But the thing that I feel was most pressing, most important about it is the fact that seeing, knowing, and understanding the story and understanding the text. So we're gonna kick it off today from Exodus. We're gonna kick it off from Exodus chapter 20. All right, and starting off from the top, and verse 1 says, "Then God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery." Right. The understanding we need to know here is God has brought these people, like these were the people who were following Moses, and God brought them out of slavery, right? Just to remind them. And I think that's why when we see this in the text, like God knows what he did, but it's being voiced so that us now in 2025, right, as we read this, we're like, oh wow, God is reminding them of a testimony. He's reminding them what he brought them through. And then verse 3, it says, "You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol or any likeness of what is in heaven above or on earth beneath or in the water under the earth. You shall not worship them nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, inflicting the punishment of the father on the children, on the third and on the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing favor to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not leave him unpunished who takes his name in vain." So I want to pause there really quick, and I just want to take time to highlight and underscore a few things. So the first one that I want to really unpack is verse 3, where it says, "You shall have no other gods before me." When we read that in text and we read that in scripture, at times, if we're not careful, we can say, oh, no, I don't have any other idols, or I don't worship anything else. And when we look at it in that context, we might be thinking of like another form or another deity, right? Like we might think old school, like a big old statue or something like that. But in real time, today, now, what that could look like, don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. But what that could look like is worshiping something else, right? So that could look like on Sunday, maybe it could look like you going to the football game. On Sunday, it could look like you going to the football game. It could look like, you getting your jersey all ready and put together. And to the point to where anything that affects you from getting to this game that you hold in the highest regard can be seen or maybe potentially viewed as an idol, right? If y'all feel me, drop something in the comments. Also, one of the things that I know I need to be careful of, right? Because it says you should have no other gods before me. One thing I have to be careful of, that I'm not making a god or an idol for myself, could be my phone, right? I don't know about y'all, but my phone goes with me about everywhere that I go. I've had to tell myself, John, if you go to the bathroom, just leave your phone outside the bathroom, right? You don't need to take your phone into the bathroom. That's not necessary. But if I'm not careful, I'll be stuck right here all day, all day. So I'm looking at my phone first thing in the morning, I wake up, looking at my phone last thing before I go to sleep, looking at social media, checking emails, checking this, checking that. So it doesn't come or look in the form of me worshiping a massive statue or worshiping something in that regard, like the pyramids or something like that out in Egypt. But this still can hold and reign true to the fact that my phone can be an idol if I'm not careful. And in this text, that's one thing that we want to make sure that we look at, and we understand, because God is the creator of everything, right? God is the creator of all. And knowing and understanding that if He's the creator of everything, then He is, like the text says, worthy to be praised, right? We should always worship the gifter versus worshiping the gift. And just like it said in the text, said we shouldn't worship anything above or on earth beneath or water underneath the earth. So that lets us know, hey, we not worshiping anything in the ocean. We not worshiping anything on land. The only thing that should be worshiped is God the Father, right? And knowing that there's that piece, then what I also want to come in here and I want to underscore is, then it talks about love the Lord your God, for I am a jealous God, inflicting punishment on the fathers, on the children, on the third and fourth generation who hate me. Y'all, don't miss that. Don't miss that. If He's a jealous God, that means He wants what He is, what He is required, right? Because He's the creator of everything above, everything below. In Genesis, it actually talks about Him creating a place for us before we even came here to be here, before He brought us into existence, which is crazy if you really think about it. But if He's inflicting pain or punishment on fathers of the children on the third and fourth generation, that's saying what, when you always hear people talk about generational curses, right? When you hear people typically talk about that this was something that was passed down, this was a struggle, this was a challenge, this was an area of adversity for your father, for your mother. And then if we don't break these certain generational curses and we don't break these things, then they'll continue to show up year and year and year after year after year after year. So what does that mean for us? That means that we want to give God His praise, right? We want to give Him the praise that He's worthy of, that He deserves. But even further than that, we want to worship Him because we don't want our family to be set aside. We don't want our family to suffer just due to the decisions of previous generations, right? We don't want to have to start from not even ground zero, but behind, all because something our fathers didn't do, our grandparents didn't do. So therefore, we want to give God that praise. And then lastly, verse 7, it says, "You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not leave him unpunished who takes his name in vain." We got to be careful. We got to be careful because God is sacred. All right. The name of God is sacred. That's why he has so many names, because we can't box him in. He's Jehovah Jireh, our provider, Jehovah Nisi, Lord, you reign. Like, there are so many names. The Rose of Sharon, the wheel in the middle of the wheel. There are so many names for God. And in the text, in verse 7, it's telling us we don't want to take his name in vain. So today, the challenge that I really have for you today is to put some respect on God's name, right? Knowing and understanding that his name is sacred. Put some respect on God's name, knowing that he is the creator of today, yesterday, tomorrow, the future, and the air that we literally are breathing day after day after day. And knowing that he's the one who gave Moses these 10 commandments when Moses went up Mount Sinai, and then he came down and he wasn't the same, even though he didn't even see the face of God. But Moses caught the backside of God. And then when he came down the mountain, he was glowing. Why? All because God is sacred. God is nothing to be played with. So, family, today, I want to remind you the 10 Commandments were written some time ago. However, they're still relevant for us, the people of God, today. So let's honor that. And through honoring that, let's continue to cultivate that relationship with God, because he wants a relationship with us. So let's make sure we want a relationship with him. Family, that's been straight from the source this morning. We're currently 13 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. What's going on, family? Welcome back. Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is June 6th, 2025. And man, it's Fun Friday, man. It's Fun Friday. Producer Britt, where you at? Where you at? All right. All right. So y'all, with today being Fun Friday and kicking things off like
I'm
this and
here.
kicking things.
I'm here.
Producer Britt
Hey, y'all,
coming
I'm
off the
here.
top row, coming off the top
Sorry,
row.
another coffee.
Oh man, yeah, go ahead, get your caffeine, get your coffee going, get your caffeine going. But y'all, man, yeah, producer Britt,
My coffee
producer,
machine was acting up. Man,
what you do to it? You messed up the
I
pods or what?
don't know. I need to go in it. I need to take that thing in and get fixed. I got a Nespresso,
Oh,
and she ain't Nespresso. But she's an older model.
oh,
But
oh,
I gotta
oh,
keep her close with me.
oh. In the words of Beyonce, let me upgrade you. So it's time for an upgrade on the Nespresso machine.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna upgrade because
Oh,
they ain't cheap.
I was about to ask you, how much do those go for?
I don't know. I didn't buy it, but I just know, I just know that it's not. I don't need to get a new one. I can just take that one
Mm,
in and get it repaired. And plus, when you buy an older model or the beginning models, and it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, oh, this has everything. And then when they start seeing high demand and they want to, oh, we made one for this size capsule and it doesn't fit these capsules. So I like mine because it fits all the capsules that I need. She's an
Uh-huh.
OG.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I like her water dispenser. It's different, it's better. So I'm just gonna get my fix and we're gonna be okay. But
Dang. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's what they did. If I had drunk like espressos, like they have like the little espresso
I
capsules
seen them little
with the
cups. Yeah.
espresso maker. But I don't drink espressos. I like lattes. So I do my uh so I do my coffee and then I
Huh.
do steamed, or if you say hot milk, and then just pour that inside and
Oh
then
my
make it.
goodness. This girl
Yeah.
a whole barista over
Oh,
here.
oh, yeah.
Cup runneth over. Hold on.
Yeah.
Blessings
Hey,
on blessings.
hey, 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 hey.
Blessings on Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know you could take them I didn't know you could take it in and they would fix it though. I had no idea. But I guess if they price you like that, I guess that makes sense for
I
them to
didn't
be
know
able
if
to
I could
fix it.
take it in either, but
Oh.
I am. I'm
I'm with it.
gonna find out today. Okay,
No, that's
somebody gonna
funny.
fix this machine. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on,
Producer,
man? Did you
producer.
see the game?
I was about to ask you. I was about to ask
Halliburton.
you. Hey man, say
Halliburton.
the man is as advertised. This
Dang,
game,
Ozzy, I need a nap.
man, this series got some stank on it, man. The people is coming out. You seeing
I mean, it's not
Steven?
the series. I mean, the series
Well,
just
no, I
started.
mean,
It's
well,
the
yeah,
playoffs to the final. I mean, Halliburton got some stank on it.
yeah, man. And I seen
Yeah.
the shoes too. He got some shoes.
By
They talking about,
Puma. Yeah,
hey,
he signed with
hey,
Puma.
the boy is out there getting busy though.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, I was watching the game last night. Um, Everybody else on the team was scoring and scoring and scoring, but Halliburton, he wasn't scoring. And that boy didn't. He's a closer, and so
Mm,
he closed that game. And if you go back, I mean, I know you're not gonna go back, but if you just look at the stats, just fourth quarter, um, he wasn't like scoring like that. And then it's like, all
crazy.
right, we down, get a ball to Halliburton, and then next thing you know, boom, that boy shut that game
Mm.
down. I mean, I'm looking at the TV when they were 10 points down. I was like, oh, maybe they'll just, maybe that's game, that's over. And then they came
They'll
back. They
come
came
back game
back.
two.
It
They'll
was
come
like a
back game two.
three. And then next thing you know, it was like, oh, they in it. It's a 3 point. It's a 3 point game, or it's a 2 point game. And next thing you know, there go Halliburton closing it out. And I was saying yesterday that Indiana, they're not a team that's like, oh, okay, we got another game tomorrow, or we got another game
Uh-huh.
in 2 days. They're like, hey, nah, we getting this done right now. And
Finish him.
and I like that about them, because it's like some teams, it's like, all right, we down 15, cool, whatever, take our players out, or and the score just keeps going up. Nah, they in it, and that's why I was like, they in it, they doing it. So they're showing,
Yeah.
they're showing that they want it, and
That's what's up though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Seeing that they took the lead for the first time with point
I
0.3 tenths
know
of a
that's
second
crazy.
left
Like they didn't have to lead the whole
is
entire game.
crazy. That
Halliburton.
is that is crazy. But then also one thing that I think people gotta also understand, because people gonna always have their feelings and opinions and
Mm-hmm.
why he ain't scoring and why he ain't doing it. Y'all saying like they ain't in the finals right now. Like he's a major reason on why they're in the finals, right? So he's
Yeah.
also done other work leading up to this too. People are like, well, you gotta score, you're the best player. Why you ain't scoring? Bruh, like it's
I
it's
mean, you
it's
can't
it's a,
say
it's
he's
a
the best
game.
player, because I mean, even when he didn't even get MVP. So I mean,
Well, I
like
mean,
not
best player
lead
on his team.
MVP.
Best player on his
Yeah,
team.
I mean, you can't say that either, because he didn't get MVP when he thought he was gonna get it the last for that conference or whatever game. Like he didn't get the MVP.
But the point I'm just making is like the boy's a stud, right?
Hmm.
And he might not put on when you want to just see him score, but just like you said, he's showing
He's
up
a
when he
good
need to show up,
closer. He's a good closer.
which is essential.
Mm-hmm.
which is essential. Okay.
I agree.
Essen- Speaking of closing, this has nothing to do with closing at all. But did you know? Did you know that today is well, Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, they doing a free donut today. Did you know for
Oh, it's National Donut Day.
yeah, that line about to
Oh,
be
okay.
off the chain at Krispy
Yeah,
Kreme.
it's not. It's actually not normally that long, to be honest. Like when it's National Donut Day, um, because I live by a Krispy Kreme, and I don't see it being. I don't see it being long. I love National Donut Day. I'm gonna go get my donut. Hopefully, the people up the street they celebrate National Donut Day. But Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not a fan of the donuts. They're too sugary.
Really? I was gonna say, what,
It's
where do
too
you get your
sweet.
donuts from though? Like, who has a good donut for you then?
Uh,
Do you like donut? You like donuts?
the Chinese people right here. That makes
Are
sense.
Chinese people known for making donut?
Are you crazy? What's
I gotta
like?
know.
What's what?
I gotta know where it originated from. I'm just thinking because you know how you be like you go in the Chinese spot and then you got the fried chicken, and I feel like we've had this conversation before,
Yeah,
but we showed them how to
we
fry the
taught,
chicken.
yeah, the Chinese how to fry chicken. They know how
Yeah.
to make them donuts. I'll tell you that.
All right. Okay. Okay. Fair
What
enough.
donut shop have you been to? Where is
I've been to
like
some like
white
black donut.
people?
I've been to some black donut shops. See
Where?
some
And
black
here
people
in
frying them
Texas?
donut. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
I'm like ain't
That's
no.
Louisiana. That's Louisiana.
Yeah, that would make more sense. But here in Texas, yeah, they own that space for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go
Okay.
against the grain on that. They own that.
So
They own it.
they on that higher than more than Chinese food.
No, that's their food. How they gonna own more than Chinese food?
Hey, I'm just okay. I just post check it. Oh man. So we talked about your boy Shaq the other day, right? We talked about
Uh-huh.
Shaq a couple episodes ago the other day. Producer Britt. I felt like his ears were burning when we did the interview, when we talked about Shaq. Since we've talked about Shaq,
Yeah, Ricky Reed, he did play his part. Good morning. What do you say?
when I tell you that I've seen Shaq as a guest on about all of the big podcasts that I know. Boy was on the Pivot. Boy was on what's that other show? What's that other show? Boy was on
Oh, I tried to
Funny
tell you all
Marco.
this.
Boy was on I done seen Britt.
It
I
don't
done
matter.
seen
You
him
ain't
on
seen him every day of
all
the
the
week.
shows.
Yeah.
I done seen him all, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm gonna say this and then we can move on and be done with it. I'll let you say something too, but move on and be done with it. But I think that like how we talked about it before about like the free resources and stuff like that. I think that him doing some of these interviews is that. And I thought about it since we talked about it. Like the people who have accumulated a level of success,
Hmm.
some of them giving back by way of resource and giving back by way of insight and by way of game is them doing these podcast interviews. Because they be giving
Really?
some of them be giving some game. I'm not gonna say it's all directly applicable, but I think there is some game that's given at times. I'll say that. You don't agree?
Okay. I don't know. I ain't seen him.
No, I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm saying just
The
in general.
last interview that I
Mm.
watched that changed my life was that Cam Newton and Nuri Muhammad interview because he was speaking all
Uh,
facts and you didn't need
cooking.
anything like tangible to help you because he just talked about your mindset and how your mindset needs to change in order to move your life forward and get the things that you want, or just your mindset in building your community and little things that you can do to do that. So yeah, so that was the last good interview that I saw, but I haven't watched a lot of interviews because I've been at work every single day. So yeah, we've been having this conference, but it's over. And yeah.
It's over
So maybe
now.
I'll pick up a new interview this week. These interviews are so long,
Brittany, I was thinking the same
Like
thing as you're
I
sitting
was
there
because
talking. I was like, what in the world?
it took me about 3 days or 2.5 days just to watch the Nuri Muhammad.
Say,
And I was listening to
man.
that on my walk, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna get this over with on my walk."
Mm-mm.
Three
Mm-mm.
hours? I can't walk
3 hours
no
later.
3 hours.
3 hours
Kind of like three and
later.
a half hours.
It
But
was.
another interview that I guess another podcast that I need to like go back to is the Diary of a CEO. I need to catch up. I can't say catch up because it's so hard to catch up, but I just need to go and watch one of those.
Yeah, catching up ain't happening. The way they be putting out these interviews, I be like, good
Mm-mm.
God. One of my favorite interviews that he did was he interviewed Nick Cannon, and he talked about him building out the incredible brand and everything like that, and how he priced his headphones, which it was just dope just to get to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I told you, I'm not sure if we talked about it online or not, but he also recently interviewed Simon Sinek. He's been interviewing people about AI and
Mm-hmm.
like what jobs are going to be in the next 5 years, what jobs aren't,
Mm-hmm.
what we need to look out for. So I mean, I have some of those added to my save to watch later, just to like
Mm-hmm.
see,
Mm-hmm.
like is there something that we need to be paying more attention to that we're not, or
Mm-hmm.
is it just another interview?
Right.
So I'm gonna see what they talking about, and of
Yeah.
course I'll report it back. I'll report it back to the people, bring it
All
back to the
right.
people.
All right. All right. What else going on? What you got?
Man,
I know you now. You be seeing stuff when you scrolling this week. You seeing all the
I
stuff.
see stuff from time to time. I shared a few with you already. I
Mm-hmm.
got a funny one since it's Fun
Friday.
Friday. But
Yep.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can pull up some of the ones I already sent you. Those I don't think are necessarily funny, but
What's the
they
funny
got
one?
one on Cam Newton. You said what's what?
I said, what's the funny one?
I just sent it to you. It's one
Okay.
on Cam Newton, and we know how Cam dresses, and we know how Cam comes
Oh
into the
yeah, I
studio,
seen
and
this.
you seen this.
Yeah. So funny.
Style it. Okay. What up, Cam? What up the Cam double? But when I saw this, I just could not help but just to start rolling. Accurate.
So funny.
And then Cam commented under it. It's one of them things you gotta just laugh about.
You
Cause I mean,
have to love,
hey,
of course, in that crazy looking font.
one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. That's what he say. One
It's
love.
just sign language. That means love.
No, I know, but that's how Cam always breaks out on Funky Friday. He says one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love.
Mm.
You ain't never watched Funky Friday, huh? Not a full episode, I guess.
Is that the interview?
Yeah, that's the one we do in interviews. But
Oh,
it always happens at the very end because he always tells the people what to do and they always mess up. And it's like, when I point this way, you're gonna point to this camera. When I point that way, you're gonna point to that camera. When I do that, we're gonna say it together, one love, and they always mess up.
that's funny. Maybe it's on purpose.
I just think people be getting lost. But yeah, man. That was one thing I saw. Checking out Cam. I thought that was
This
pretty
is
funny.
pretty cool. I saw that Megan is getting her own anime series on Prime. Happy for her. She got what was it? She just did swimsuits. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
She did so she's doing Hot Girl Swim, and she made a really really good business decision. She's selling them in Walmart.
Oh yeah, I heard she's selling them in Walmart. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, good,
Mhm.
good, good, good.
Yeah,
Was
and
there a
then
commercial rollout for it or what? What Or you just saw a post?
no, it's online. And it's Miami Swim Week. So like
Oh yeah, no,
Miami
I can't.
Swim Week, so all the swimsuits are out for the summer, all the styles, and she had a line. So her
Miami
line.
Swim?
Yeah, you
I
don't know
didn't know
about
that was.
Miami Swim Week?
I did not know that was a thing, but I got to stay close. I got to stay close to. I got to stay close to Christ. I don't need to know about Miami Swim Week.
They swimsuits.
That's fine, but women gonna be wearing the swimsuits, Brittany.
They do men's swimsuits too.
I ain't trying to. I almost said something. I ain't trying
I
to see the
mean, they're
brothers in
just the
swimsuits either.
style of the swimsuit. See, you're taking it further where I'm just baseline right here. I'm just saying
Nah, I'm not
it's
trying to take it
Miami
further.
swim. You are. You can't see the swimsuit line. What's wrong with looking at the swimsuit line?
Ain't
I'm
nothing
saying
wrong
there's
with looking at the
men
swimsuit
that,
line.
and they got men's swimsuit line too. But I'm just saying the whole week is Miami Swim Week.
Dang,
And
I never knew that was a thing.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I
That
know
is a
about
thing.
I know about New York Fashion Week and Fashion Week, but didn't know nothing about
Yeah,
Swim
there's New
Week.
York Fashion Week, there's Paris Fashion Week, there's Milan, there's so many, so many, so
Have
many.
you ever been to you ever been to a fashion week? Like ever been to some shows
I've been to
or
a
like seen the
Dallas
runway?
Fashion Week. I've been to Dallas Fashion Week, but I've never been to like New York Fashion Week. I've never been to New York. Yeah.
Do you plan to go like just like
I want to
once
go, but I don't want
to
to
step on a
like
rat?
I
You know,
can't
step on a rat.
go. I okay, the way that I want to go is not just like, "Oh, here's New York," but I want to see like the Sex and the City tour. I want to go to the Hamptons. Like I want to do a whole situation out there. I don't want to just like go and be like, "Here's a food restaurant, here's a restaurant, here's a restaurant." Like I want to experience New York and then yeah.
So you need about a week. Is what you're saying. You need about a
I
week in New York.
guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Oh,
if that's what
man.
it takes to get all that done, sure.
Mm, okay. That I guess we travel different. I don't know. Even when I travel
Why?
places, no, I was just asking. I don't.
What's your
I
travel
mean,
style?
one, I don't travel with everybody. Okay, that's one. You know, you can't travel with everybody because people is messy. Um, but outside of that, you know, I like to go, and typically I'm going for work, so I like to go and just do what I'm supposed to do,
Okay, if you
and then
go
I
for
just
vacation, we're not talking about work. If you go for vacation, what is your travel style?
well, when me and Gabby went on a honeymoon, when we went
That is
to
different. That's your honeymoon. Vacation,
so
vacation.
a honeymoon can't partially be
Your
vacation
honeymoon is
too.
going to be extravagant because it's your honeymoon. I'm saying if you and Gabby are just going on vacation or y'all going on a family vacation, what is the travel style?
I mean, I want to see some of the stuff in the city, right? I want to see like maybe what the city's known for. Want to try some of the food, but I'm not the person where I have to like I got a list of stuff and I'm
Like
trying to get
itinerary?
all this stuff in. I don't need that. No, that
I'm an
I'm not
itinerary.
planning. I'm not planning out. No, that is exhausting. Not a
It's
whole situation.
not.
Not a whole situation. Like I'll do a couple of the things, but not a whole. Like
I
okay,
wish
at 12
I,
o'clock we're doing this.
man, I wish I could pull up my itinerary for my. He said, "Come on, man, come on, man, spill the beans." Right, that's what I'm saying.
Spill the beans on what? What's there to spill the beans on?
We trying to hear what your travel style is. Control the thoughts of your mind, man.
Ricky Reed, what's your travel style? Drop it in the chat for us so we know. What's your travel style? When you out and about,
But
what you trying to see?
I
Certain
love a good
stuff.
itinerary. I will tell you that. Um, and it's not like, to the T that we have to do everything, but
Uh-huh.
I have like different options on there. Like if we feel like doing this, this is available. If you don't want to
Mm,
do that, you can do this. Because you
mm.
have to think about the whole entire group. Or you just have to think about, just your mood. I schedule in a nap. There's nap times in there. There's times for a break,
Hold on,
food.
wait. So when you travel, is it ideal for you to go with a group or is it ideal for you to go with like a couple of people? Are we a
I mean, I
group
normally
five,
travel.
six?
I normally travel with my family, and so like when I travel with my family, then it's me, my sister, and my cousin, and so it's like we kind of do our own thing. But for the most
Okay,
part,
that's good. That's
I would
good.
say for the most part, if we're all like on the same page, I mean, we do love a good museum or an exhibit or something like that. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Like
I
we
was just
try to
checking because
find something that we do like all in common. Like definitely, all go to dinner together. But for the most
mhm.
part, I would say, you know, pretty much all together.
Small group though. Okay, I was about to say 'cause you know when
No,
you get too
it's
many
not a small
people.
group. It's not a
Well,
small
no,
group.
but you said y'all do y'all's own thing. Your sister and your cousin. You say y'all typically do
Yeah.
y'all's own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Y'all on the
Mhm.
same page because you
Mhm.
know you got too many people. You got too many opinions. Then people start feeling the type of way,
But
and
that's what the
somebody want to go
itinerary is
left.
for because you can if you don't want to do what I'm doing, you can go do this. And then if you don't want to do that, take a nap. Okay? Take a nap. You look like you need a nap. Okay? Okay. Because like it's a goal of mine to get a good group of people and maybe like do a villa or
Mm,
a cabin or
mm.
um yeah, but there's certain places I wouldn't travel with a big group because I ain't got time for it. So
I get you. I get you. Okay, Ricky Reed said he like to see the lakes, zoo, parks, entertainment,
I
just
love a
enjoying
good
life
zoo. I
and
love a
fishing.
good zoo. Love it. I love a good
A
zoo.
zoo.
I
Okay,
love a
so
zoo. Cause
I like
In St. Louis, the zoo is free. So you just walk up in that mug. When I moved to Texas, we were like, whoa, $15 to see animals? I don't think
man
so. But
say
yeah, it was different.
the zoo in Fort Worth is so big.
Mm-hmm.
I walked through there. I'm exhausted. We got to the end. I was frustrated because I knew we had to walk back to be able to
Yeah.
get out. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this ain't it.
I
During
love
the
the
summer,
zoo. I love
not
it.
not during the summer.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
in
the
Texas.
animals don't be out because they hot just as much as we are.
Hey, we all hot, we all upset, we all bothered. Let's
Mm-hmm.
cut this thing short. And then the whole reason we had the zoo was for my kid, and he in the stroller like this, just
See,
out.
See,
I'm like,
and
nah,
then there's
wake up.
that. I am not a parent, but there's certain things I'm like, not gonna take a kid there because then they're gonna just fall asleep. That's good. Like Disney World, nah. When I went to Disney World and I saw those strollers, I was like, what's the point? What is the point? We're
Oh
paying
yeah, no,
paying
no, no, no,
six.
no,
Well, you probably paying $100 to get your baby in here, and they just gonna fall
Mm,
asleep.
no, they
They can
not.
come here when they can walk on their own.
They walking, they
Yeah.
walking. We footing it together. We gonna suffer together. We gonna ride together, and we gonna
Yeah.
suffer
I
together.
mean,
Let's go ahead and
same
get
with the
this
zoo,
in.
man. Like, you got to be able to hold your own, okay? Because pushing around a stroller, mm-mm-mm. I don't know
That
how
ain't
you
it.
do. That ain't it.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you
say.
could put them on your backpack on the thing, right? The baby carrier. Are
I
you
mean,
too
you
big?
can, but doing that all day, that baby, that baby got some weight on him. Okay. My firstborn, I picked him up the other day. I said, "Oh boy, you getting big, boy." Whoa. I said, "When did this happen?"
Right.
I
Put
picked
you
him up and
down,
I was
baby. You need to
like,
walk.
"Oh,"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Whoa, okay, nah,
Yeah. It's time for
can't
you
be
to
doing too
walk,
much more
baby.
of
Use
this."
them legs. Use them
Mm-mm.
legs.
And then he be trying to climb up on me while I'm holding my other son. I'm like, "Bro, this is not gonna work." Okay,
How's that
that's not
dynamic
it.
going? Two boys.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually going pretty good.
Uh-huh.
So the older son, Gabe, he is very big brotherly, right? He's
It's
like
funny that you say Gabe, but his name is Judah.
Judah,
Mhm.
Judah, and
Mhm.
he'll see him like, or he'll start hearing him crying. He'll be like, "It's okay, Judah, it's
Oh. Well,
okay."
that's good that
I like it.
he
Yeah,
likes him because, when there's another sibling involved, especially at a young age, you don't know what they're going to you don't know how they're going to react. So,
nah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, there's still like there's still a little bit of a rub for attention. Like he's still trying to get attention, or I'm sitting there trying to give the boy a bottle, and then he's trying to hop in my lap. I'm like, no, we can't do that right now, son. So but ultimately the dynamic's going pretty good though.
yeah.
Just just watching it play out, and excited to see them grow up together and just be homies and everything like that. Because I know me
Mhm.
and my brother didn't necessarily have the best relationship growing up, but if anybody messed with me at school, my brother's ready to get out there though.
I
I
mean,
do know
that's
that.
just sibling. That's just sibling stuff. Cuz my
I
sister was
mean,
always there for me
still.
too, but yeah, I got on her nerves all the time.
And she's older than you by how long? How much?
She's well, I'm 32. She's 35.
Oh dang. Okay, yeah. That's like 2 years. Okay. Me and my brother 17 years apart. 17 months.
I was like,
Months.
17 years is crazy.
No, months. I've heard some people be like, oh yeah, we're had one kid and then 12 years later we decided to do it
12
again.
years later,
What?
we tried again.
Why
12 years?
what?
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 It should have just
After
been,
all that time,
you
you
wanted
said
to
I want
have
to
it.
start completely over? Or
No.
you said I want to give my other kid a job to make them a full-time babysitter?
Mm,
Congratulations. You
no.
played yourself and them. Yeah, they ain't
Not a
gonna have no
full time,
life.
not a full time babysitter. I don't
That's
think
not cool though.
so. Right.
That's
Right.
not cool. That's not cool.
But guys, we are going to take a
Mm.
quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Speak Your Success in the Morning, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. All right, family. We are 40 minutes after the hour. It's Friday, June 6th, 2025. Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning.
In the
In the morning.
morning.
Come on, exhale. Okay, you gonna ding the bowls too?
It's just been a really long week, Jonathan. Okay, so I did the math. Okay, for those producer Britt,
Uh-oh.
I definitely earned my name today. I earned some stripes, y'all, this week in these
Yikes.
4 days. Okay, Jonathan's on paternity leave, left me by myself.
Okay.
Man. Okay,
Okay.
so it was VBS at the church, Vacation Bible School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about this. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about this.
You
So
getting too
it was
excited to say whatever you about to say.
it was Vacation Bible School, right? So that's a church anniversary, and so I am in charge of Next Gen, which is a youth everything. So high
Mm.
school, middle school, and elementary and preschool. Okay, and so 4 services, 4 days. So you do the math, okay? 4 services every single day. And then on top of that, every service is about, we'll just say, hour and a half. Well, seven to
Let's say hour and
nine.
a half, 2 hours.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
7 to 9. So let's just go ahead and say 2 hours. So your girl was tired, okay?
That is exhausting.
Tired. Okay, that's very exhausting. Um, I had about 25, maybe let's just cap it off at 30 volunteers,
Mm.
brought one engineer in.
Mm.
Shout out to Tim Meekins.
Tim
um
Meekins.
Tim
Yeah.
Meekins, the
We
one and
like Tim.
only.
We like
Yeah.
Tim. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then let's see, did I have any technical issues? Praise God, I had no technical issues. I had no
Oh.
technical issues. Why, Jonathan? Because I prepared. Okay, because we prepare
Prepare,
over here at my
prepare,
camp. Okay.
prepare, prepare.
um if you don't know how to do something, you will learn how to do something. I'm only going to tell you one time. You better listen up and listen good. Take notes, take a video, take a picture.
She
Because
not
yeah.
lying, y'all. She
And
not
then
lying.
my college kids, Aaron and Tatum, they did a great job. Aaron did an amazing job,
That's
just
what's up.
stepping up, being a leader, being vocal, running around with me. He crying in the corner, oh Miss Brittany, I'm tired.
You
And
got
then
time to be tired, boy. Come on.
I ain't got time for that, of course. And then we did something fun, Jonathan. So I had I had Sean Landon, Judah, who does cameras for me, very, very tall 16-year-old. He does rowing. He does rowing. He goes to Thomas Jefferson High School.
Ah,
And
okay.
then I had, yeah, Sean Landon, Judah, Tatum, and Aaron. So I had all
Hmm.
5 of them. Okay, so it was me, it was Miss Brittany and the boys. That's what it was. And so they had the bounce houses, and so they had the obstacle course bounce house. And so I told everybody, I said, come to the gym. And they're like, oh man, because I'm so serious at work. They're like, oh man, Miss Brittany's gonna, what are we about to do?
Uh-oh.
And then they're like, we already set up Gym B. Everything's already done. And so I said, all right, come in, take your comms off. And I said, all right, take your shoes off. Everyone's like, what are we doing? And I was like, all right, here we go. We're about to partner up. We're about to race. So we did the obstacle courses. It was
Oh wow.
so
I know they love
fun.
that. I know they
So
love that.
Landon, I said, Sean and Landon, y'all gonna go against each other. Sean was like, no, Miss Brittany, Landon's gonna beat me. Landon, in fact, did beat him. And
Mm.
then Aaron and Tatum went, and then Tatum won, and then Tatum and Landon went because those are the winners. And then I
Mm.
went against Judah, and I beat Judah. But Judah was like, Miss Brittany, he said, I'm gonna be slow, and I said, that's okay because
Take the long
e-
strides, baby.
either one of us could win because Miss Brittany ain't been in the obstacle course in a long time. Okay, very long, especially the bounce house obstacle course,
Uh-huh.
because I mean you're going up that slide and
I
going
seen that big old
down.
incline.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm glad you said that. Did everybody hear that? He said he's seen that
No,
because he
not this
can't
time. I didn't
because
see
he
it this.
came because he
Oh god.
came to campus, and Didn't say hi to his friend. And then on top of that, I got a baby gift for him, y'all. And I just
Oh
wanted to
my
give the
goodness.
gift to the baby for the tall people over there. Jonathan's tall. The baby could just
Oh,
stretch out at any moment. So he's never gonna get a chance to wear my gift because Jonathan ain't trying to pick up my gift.
wow. First of all,
But came to the he went to the office and he got that gift off his desk. Maybe I should do that.
I
Maybe I
went
should do
into
that.
the
Maybe I
I
should do that.
went
Maybe I should
into
do
the
that.
office to see if there was a jacket in there so I didn't have to walk back across the street to get my jacket out the
And you just
car
so
for
happen to
my
see the
wife.
gift. Maybe I should put it in a
I
bag,
did.
put some
I
lights around the
did go in it.
bag and say,
Mind you,
Jonathan, here's
successors
the
out there.
baby gift.
Brittany been talking about how tired she is and how busy she is
One
and
thing,
running
all
over
I got to do is
here.
run to the
No, no,
car
no,
and
no,
get the
no,
baby
no, 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 no,
gift.
no, 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 no. I'm not even talking about the gift. I ain't even on the gift. I appreciate it, but
And
I'm not. No, 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 no,
what
no, no.
me
I'm not.
being
I'm not.
tired got to do with
I'm not.
anything?
Not you being tired, but you being running around, being pulled 3 different ways, 5 different ways. So I'm like, hey, Brittany, what's up? I'm on campus. Where you at? Oh, I'm on the other side. Oh, dang. Well, I'm the complete opposite side of where you at. Now that's
But
creating
you came to
extra
the EC bit. You
strain.
came to the EC building though.
I came in there for a second. Yeah,
Okay.
for a second.
You could say, Britt, where you at?
You didn't get
Real
that
quick.
text?
Nah, you didn't send that text.
You didn't get that text?
Nah, I show the people. You didn't send no text now.
I
Okay.
didn't send a text.
Yeah.
We was trying to get in and then just get out. That's it.
Whatever.
You was
Whatever.
everywhere else. I
You
wasn't
don't
trying
know
to put
where
nothing
I
on
was. It
you.
was during parent pickup.
According to you.
No.
I didn't go get him during parent pickup.
See? Parent pickup. Before parent pickup, we was chilling.
I drive not man, see,
We was
I ain't
chilling.
bad.
We was
Okay.
chilling. We was
Okay,
chilling.
well keep on chilling. Ice cold.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze,
Yeah.
frozen.
Nah, that's you.
Yeah.
That's you, ice cold. And come say
Oh
hi to your
my
friend. That's
Oh
crazy. That's
my
crazy.
goodness. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness.
That's all right. He'll be back
We're here
soon.
every morning. We're here every morning. Hi. Hi, Brittany.
I was just trying to give you the baby gift. Okay, I got to buy the baby some Nike drip. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was trying to do. Put some Nikes on his feet. That's all. That's all. Put some Nikes on
Well,
his
thank you.
feet. I don't know if he's gonna be able to wear it. Shoot,
Oh God.
I don't even know what size.
What size is it? What size you got?
I don't know. It's a baby size. I don't know
What?
baby sizes. I just got it
It's a
because it looked
baby
tight.
size. You don't
It
know baby
looked
size.
tiny and it looked like the baby can fit it. So that's why I got it. Okay.
Hilarious.
I got it when I was in St. Louis. So I was like, okay, cool. This is cute.
Girl
It's
over
like
there
a
got
little
Nike Hall. Okay, okay.
boy Nike
I seen you post your bag. Nike
duffel
Hall,
bag
y'all. Nike Hall.
girl. Duffel bag girl. Yeah, yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I
Brittany,
got
next
so
time
much
I'm on
more Nike
campus,
stuff.
I'll say hi. I'll say
I
I'm on
mean,
campus.
that would be
I'll say
appropriate.
what's
I
up.
mean, you said hi, let Isaac hold the baby and
First
everything.
of
That's
all, what?
crazy.
No, no. See, whoa. That's how lies get started.
See,
That's
I
how
got the
lies
scoop.
and rumors get started. I did not let Isaac hold the baby, and the only reason why I seen Isaac was because I was walking by him to go sit down, and
Mm-hmm.
he happened to be
Mm-hmm.
walking out of our
Mm-hmm.
office. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
"What's up?" Dap dap, and then we moved on. Same thing with Jordan. Jordan was
Mm-hmm.
with his mama, and I seen him with his mama,
I
and
know.
we
I
were
know.
sitting down, and then he was like, "Wow, what's happened?" And I said, "Boom, boom," and then we
You
moved
know,
on.
Jordan's about to have a little girl.
I know. He about to have a
Yes, I'm
girl.
so excited.
That's
So we've been talking
super
about it
exciting.
like we were talking about it like every day. He's like, Britt, oh man, my tone and this and that. So it's just so funny because yeah,
His
it's
tone,
Jordan.
I've never heard his tone like elevate, but I guess he's talking about something else, just in general. I guess,
Yeah,
just
but it's Jordan. I'm so
Jordan, the
excited.
girl dad. Yeah, man, that's dope though.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I told him, and that paternity leave gonna come up for him soon too.
Yeah, we
Hmm.
talked about that. Yeah, we sure
Yeah,
did.
I don't know what that gonna look like though.
What you mean?
Who else is a videographer on staff?
Oh, well, Isaac could do it. Yeah, Isaac can
Uh,
do it. Everything's
I
good to
mean,
go. Yeah.
okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
we love to hire a good contractor, so that's not a problem.
Shoot. Love to stroke a good check.
We
Hey,
love writing checks. Mm-hmm.
man. Well, not one department does, but not everyone. Uh,
So,
anyway,
oh, what you got?
no. You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, it's Men's Mental Health Month. Have you been practicing your mental health, or what's going on?
I could be doing better. Yeah, I could be doing better. I
Okay.
should have booked it because it's always like at the end of the day, I'm like, dang, I should have booked the appointment with my therapist, like at least the day before.
Mm-hmm.
But hindsight's 2020. But just in terms of finding stuff to do, the other day I went to Quick Trip, got me a big old frozen Coke. That made me smile, and I was very pleased with that. I enjoyed that decision.
What's up with you and frozen Cokes? Is you used to get these when you were little? Is this nostalgic? What is this? What is this
It was
frozen
just an
Coke?
itch. Honestly, it was an itch for frozen Coke this go around. But I usually like to get one when I go to the movie, like get a little frozen Coke in the
Mm,
movie, or if you go to B&B,
that's
their frozen
$15.
Coke machine is always broken. So I had to get like watermelon. I was like, I didn't want watermelon, but I guess I'll take it because I had my mind set
See,
for
you're not
frozen Coke.
assertive enough. You have to let them know. I live in the community, and when I come here, I need the frozen Coke machine working. Okay.
Man,
You
say
want my mama to
no.
call up there? Okay, my
wouldn't
mama will
wouldn't
sit there.
have no wouldn't have no
Uh,
silly movie job,
Well, Hannah,
huh?
okay, because Carla will get it
Confession job.
right. Okay, Carla will get you right
Oh my
real
goodness.
quick.
Get you
Okay,
together.
now it
Get you
just ain't
together.
right that I come up here if I watch a movie every single time. Y'all, Coke machine don't work. She wouldn't like that. She
Oh
would
god.
not like that. I don't even think she'd drink a frozen Coke, but she'll make sure you get one. Okay, that's my mama.
Well, we love Mama for that. We love Mama looking out
Hmm.
for the cookout. Did you see that story about that particular island, that small island of Anguilla? I think it's pronounced. I sent it to you. I sent it to you, and I did what producer Britt said after I saw it on Instagram. I said, "Wait a
Hmm.
minute. Let me search this again to see if this is actual news, if this is actual factual." And then I
Yeah.
did. I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this is real information." So, yeah, the as we talk about everybody blowing up and everybody benefiting from the AI, this whole AI boom, and people being able to create their cartoon characters and all this other stuff. But this is a
Hmm.
small island. Yeah. Oh, that's new news to you. Look at the eyebrow. Look at the eyebrow
I
there,
know, but
producer
I'm saying
boy.
talk about it. What is it?
Oh, yeah. So apparently it's a small island, and they were able to benefit because island 15,000 people, and there was a point to where they own well not a point they own the .ai domain extension.
Ah.
Yeah, it was assigned to the island back in 1995. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of like a gold rush for them. But in 2023, the AI domain registrations jumped from 144,000 to 354,000, which
Hmm.
generated roughly 32 million. So over
Mm.
20% of the government's revenue. Big
Wow.
business. Big
Yeah.
that's you want to talk about a come up. That's a come up
So they haven't sold it. They're just making money off of it.
from my
Cause
understanding.
normally people try to like buy the domains. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, they try
Well,
to. Well,
so
the
but so
big
here,
companies they want to buy it because obviously they want to own it too. But that's good.
yeah,
Congratulations.
but here's the thing, because I'm familiar with what you're talking about, because they call them that like there's a name for them. I almost feel like it's like squatters, with people who buy the domain, they just sit
Yeah.
on it and they'll wait to sell
Yeah.
it. But
Mhm.
they own the extension,
Mhm.
which is crazy, because
Yeah.
like that's like owning .com, and every time
Right.
somebody creates a domain,
Yeah.
then you getting paid for it. That's crazy. It
Wow.
says yeah, it says by May 2025, roughly 737,000 .ai domains been registered.
Oh wow. Well,
The
I need
government
to
is
I need to go
expecting to
on
earn.
vacation there.
Government expecting to earn 132 million from
Lovely.
the .ai. That is amazing. I just hope that they're
I'm
doing
glad they
right
look
by
like
these
us.
people.
I'm
I
glad
hope
they
they're doing
black.
right by these people out there. And with
Of
this money,
course.
I'm
Of
just saying.
course.
I'm just saying, man.
I
But yeah,
wouldn't
when I
doubt
saw
it.
that, I was like, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope to see. That was one of those feel good stories. Made me smile a little bit.
That's good.
And as we're in summer, you see that check that last one I shared with you with LeBron, because summer is AAU time, producer Britt,
Man, who
and
you telling?
is AAU still a thing? Like, you still rock with AAU? Is that still
I
a
don't
thing?
know. I'm 32. I ain't played basketball at AAU in forever.
Oh, now you ain't played basketball
No,
forever, but
why AAU ain't. Yeah, I do have a problem with AAU
uh oh, here it go.
because when Because when we were playing AAU, it cost you $10, $15, maybe 20 max to get into a game.
Oh
It
my
costs,
goodness.
do you know it costs $90 to get into a, like $90?
Dang,
Y'all better stream this somewhere. I'm gonna be at home. I'm not paying
that's
$90 to get,
wild.
and I think that might be for the weekend. And then just a day pass. I don't know. Let me look it up while you about to say what you got to
For
say,
a day
Rose.
pass, it's probably like 40. Because
That's
they got to make it
no.
make
I'm saying
sense.
the day pass is like okay. Hold on. Just go ahead. What you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
with
yeah,
LeBron?
yeah. Check that. Well, not so LeBron came out on on his show with so him and Steve Nash, they got the podcast where they talk about basketball and everything like that. And he comes out and he was talking about how he makes sure that Bryce and Bronny actually take time away from basketball. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody, they grind in, they doing a workout, they outside, they in the gym,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's like, got to work out all summer. And this is the same mindset that I had, and I feel like you did too when you was coming up, because I know you had the trainer and everything like that. But Bron had his thoughts, and he shared it. He shared with the people that basketball ain't a year-round thing, which I was very surprised to hear him say. They
I
actually, if
mean,
you
I'm
swipe
not
over, they got the
surprised.
clip.
I'm not.
I mean,
But
for me as a parent, and like you said, having my two boys go through the whole AAU program, the all year round basketball seasons where it's never a break, like I've made sure that our kids and my wife included have always taken a break. And myself and Savannah we've told our kids like this is not an all year round thing for you guys. One, we don't want y'all to burn the hell out, and two, there needs to be some family time involved as well too. Like, listen, we get it. We know y'all want to play, or whatever the case may be, but there needs to be family time as well. And also, when you get away from things, it actually makes you even more hungry to get back to it.
Right.
And that's the burnout thing that we were talking about. It allowed them to come home and, okay, now it's your turn. You want to play the video game? Go ahead, play the video game. You want to just hang with your friends? All right, cool.
Sure.
That's not going anywhere.
Right.
I mean, for me as a parent.
But then again, they have the luxury of not doing that. They have the luxury of saying, hey, you can go play a video game, or you could take a vacation, or you could take some time off to, relax your mind, and you can pick up training later. Well, they're billionaires. Of course, you can sit down and do whatever you want. Of course, this isn't your only outlet of doing things. Most kids that I wouldn't say most kids, but kids that I would say I saw in AAU during our AAU
mm-hmm,
days.
mm-hmm,
I mean, some of them people in the league right now,
yeah,
or so it's different because it's like they use that outlet to get to where they are now. They're using AAU as what? Just summer basketball. They're just playing summer
cardio,
basketball. Yeah,
staying active.
cardio, more
Yeah,
practice, staying active, just more on their schedule. So it's okay for them to pull back and say, "Oh, okay, go play the game, go do this, go do that." And I'm not surprised that LeBron says, "Oh, you should I make sure that they take a break." Well, LeBron didn't have to play AAU. LeBron went right to the league. And
oh, that's
he
true.
didn't have to do that, so he knows what, if anybody could write a book on basketball from the age of 18 to 41 or 40. I mean, it's LeBron, because he's been through every stage of life when it comes to basketball, because it's been his only job. It's been his only
Mm,
job. He's had the
that's
same
true.
job for 23, 20 whatever years, and it's like that makes sense. That just makes sense. And so
Yeah,
kudos to him and the boys, and I love that they do that, but they have the luxury of doing that. Not a lot of people. It's like, hey, you need to grind, 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 because you got to get this full ride scholarship. You got to get this. You got to get that. They don't have to do that. They,
that's
they they
fair.
just don't have to do that. But I love the interview. I like the clip. I always say, hey, I saw Steve Nash walking downtown Dallas. I didn't say nothing to him, but we saw each other. We saw each
Hilarious.
other. Hmm.
That's so funny when you tell that story.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
I mean, LeBron did play travel ball too. But
Hmm.
yeah, to that point though, like, if you really don't, especially now, with mental health rising and
Hmm.
men's mental health awareness month, and you do have to be more aware now of what's going on, what your body's feeling, what your emotions
Hmm.
are. and all that, because kids will go out here and push themselves to the max, trying to get the full ride, trying to get this, trying to get that, and really will burn out. And the burnout a lot of times can be
I
mental.
think the complete opposite. I think the kids aren't
Sure.
doing anything. I mean, I don't
I
see
mean,
kids work.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
like, I don't
there's
see kids
some,
work as hard as they
there's
used to.
oh, well, I
Um,
mean, yeah, I mean, in that comparison, yeah, because just like our parents would say the same thing to us. They'd be like, "Y'all wasn't doing nothing. We was outside playing football with leather helmets on and no mouthpiece." Like,
no, I'm saying we actually see that the kids don't do that much. I mean, we actually see them not doing much. They're just all waiting for NIL deals. But that's a different
oh
day.
Lord. Speaking of
I mean,
which,
but that's true though. That's true. Like they're
I mean,
all.
some of them, some. I mean, I was talking with a guy the other day. I don't think I told you this. Talking with a
Mm,
guy the other day, major D1 program. He was like,
mm,
"Yeah, Jonathan, man, we got a handful of guys that are set to clear 1 million this year." I was like, "Bruh,
that's
say."
stupid.
That when I heard that, my heart dropped a little bit. I was like, "Wow,
Yeah, because it's like, is it
speechless."
all just about money? It's so crazy now. It's
Oh
so
God,
crazy. It's so crazy.
that's so
I
much
don't,
money.
I don't think they should get paid, but
Oh
it's a
man,
different.
we know your feelings. Well, Greg Abbott thinks so. I don't know if you saw that.
What do you
He
do?
si- he signed off.
On what?
Greg Abbott signed off. Let me pull it. Let me pull it. That boy Greg Abbott signed off saying,
Yeah, he been signing.
"Oh dang, where the post go?
He been signing that pen. I mean, holding that pen and just signing papers a lot lately.
Oh dang, the post disappeared."
Oh man.
I shared that thing and everything. Post disappeared, but it just said that he's saying that high school athletes, they can go ahead and get their NIL paper.
Oh, high school athletes can get NIL.
They can go ahead and get their NIL paper. Of course, they're gonna have to go through a few other channels, just to completely get locked in. But
Well, you can say goodbye sports. I tell you that. Goodbye hard work ethic. That's gone.
people not going. Sports ain't going nowhere because people still need an outlet, and people still gonna watch,
I'm
even
saying
if
the
it's not just sport.
competitiveness of it is gonna go away, just how it's been going away with college football and college sports in general, because
Oh,
kids just bouncing around looking to get paid.
y'all, we getting out of here. We about to get out of here. Producer Britt about to turn over a leaf. We about to get out of here. The look on your face when you said that.
I
I
mean, it's
wanna
so
I wanna do a
disappointing.
live I wanna do a live panel with you, me, and get some current college athletes, and let's just talk about it. Like, let's just go back and forth about it. Like about NIL and why is it good versus why is it not. I wanna get it going.
I mean,
I need
like, I feel like
I
it's
need to
not
find
good
some
because
people.
y'all just jumping around team to team. Why are you going into the transfer portal?
Now that's
Why did this
crazy.
coach even waste their time recruiting you? Why doesn't Baylor have a roster?
Oh
Why,
my
like,
God.
what is happening? Like, what is
You're an
happening?
honorary Baylor Bear out here in these streets.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then now you're going
Oh
to do that to
man.
high school students. High school students already have it. I wouldn't say have it bad, but the coaches be recruiting high school students. Who
Yeah, that's been
knows
happening.
what's gonna
Lord have
happen
mercy.
now? Like, who knows what's gonna happen now? It's
Oh,
just too unpredictable to the fact where it's like you don't know what these kids about to do now. And no high school student now.
what's
The
happening?
cap, not a cap. There definitely should be a cap on that because if a high school student making 20,000, 40,000, that's gonna mess with their head. That's not right.
Man,
That's just not right.
that's gonna set you up for failure after you graduate and you don't go pro. Because if you're getting 20,000 in high school, and let's say you're a junior, that means the senior year, you're gonna be expecting more than that. Then you're gonna go into college, then you can
Expecting more.
multiply
Yeah.
that. So then you're gonna graduate making 7 figures. And then now you're gonna be like, okay, cool. What's next?
Yeah.
Nah,
And you might
the
not want
elevator
to
ain't
go.
going up no more.
Yeah. You might not want to go to the league. And then just a couple months
Mm-mm-mm.
ago, before the draft happened, the whatchamacallit, the NBA draft the number of draftees in the draft. It was
Oh yeah.
low. It was significantly low
Oh yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what are they doing? So I
A whole
mean,
bunch of
that's a
nothing.
whole different day. I hope y'all have
Whole
a great
different day.
weekend. Happy Friday. Um I'm going on a picnic, so I'm excited.
Oh, we can't say we can't say the word picnic.
I'm doing so what I'm supposed to say. I'm going to
Uh,
sit on a blanket.
That part, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna
'Cause
sit on
that
a blanket outside, y'all, by the
get you
lake, eat a
get you some
sandwich.
sun. Fall asleep outside.
Yes, I love
Fall
falling asleep
asleep. Enjoy
outside.
yourself.
I
Treat
love
yourself.
it. And then
Treat
on
yourself.
Saturday, I'm going to the spa with my girls, and then we're gonna have a pool day because it's
Okay.
summertime. It's summertime. Well, it
Oh,
ain't officially summertime in Texas, but the weather said it is.
let me
And
find out that it's Dallas swimsuit week. Okay, Dallas swimsuit week. All right.
all right, bye, y'all.
That's so funny. Y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Man, the final thought for today. Oh man, take a break, right? Just like LeBron was saying, it ain't a year-round thing. Even if you can't take a break all summer, just take a break for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Do like Miss Brittany and go outside and sit on a blanket and eat a sandwich. Okay. Do that. Okay. If you can, do that because you need that time for yourself. You need that time to breathe. You need that time to relax and recoup. But family, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This is your favorite morning show, Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're currently 5 minutes after the hour. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button so YouTube knows that you appreciate this content. And also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Ricky Reed, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thanks for tapping in with us today. And family, remember, always speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other